Hey babe, I'm AI Raven.
And I'm AI Breeze. And
And
together
together
we're
we're
R&B.
R&B.
Disclaimer, we talk about God on this channel. We talk about celebrities. We
We
do. It's
do.
just a
It's just
good
a good
balance of
balance of
being
being
real
real.
and applying what we talk about on this channel to your everyday lives. So don't come for us in the comments, but that's just the rhythm
Of
of R&B.
R&B. Hey guys, and what is up? Welcome back to the R&B podcast. I am your host Raven, and this is my co-host, my hubby Breeze. Breeze, say hello to the people.
What up? Missed y'all, man.
Y'all, it has been so many weeks, and I am so happy to have him back in that chair. But together we make up the R&B podcast. But we'll save the part about how glad I'm happy to have you back to the end of this video. Now, today's video, we're going to be talking about Jonathan Majors. And no wonder Jonathan Majors married Meagan Good. Here's 3 powerful acts of loyalty. When everyone had something to say about Jonathan Majors, Meagan Good said nothing and simply stood by her man. Now, to many folks, she looked foolish, but to Jonathan Majors, honey, he said she looked like his Coretta Scott King. So in today's episode, we're breaking down 3 powerful ways Meagan Good showed up for him during the most challenging chapters of his life. From courtroom support to Meagan Good losing endorsements, Meagan made personal sacrifices for the man she loves. This right here, y'all, this is loyalty in its rarest form. And for anyone who's ever held someone down when it wasn't easy, this podcast episode right here is for you. So here's 3 reasons why Jonathan Majors married Meagan Good. Reason number 1, she stood by him literally. Meagan Good showed up for Jonathan every day during his court appearances, sitting quietly in solidarity while the whole world speculated. Jonathan and Meagan publicly revealed their relationship in May of 2023, right in the middle of everything. Y'all, this was during a period when Jonathan was facing legal issues. Meagan's decision to stand by him showcased her unwavering support. And I just think about it like this. What if we all tapped into that part of ourselves that knows how to be present in someone's life in a way that isn't performative? Meaning it's not about optics or appearances. It's about showing up in a way that's protective, intentional, and real. It's like saying, I'm here, babe. I believe in you, and I'm not going anywhere, even when the world is watching. Number 2. And Breeze, I think I want you to give number 3.
Okay. Sounds good, babe.
Meagan Good sacrificed professionally. She reportedly lost endorsements and invitations simply because of her connection to Jonathan. Now, most people I know would walk away from the relationship when things get inconvenient. But Meagan, honey, she leaned in closer. In Jonathan's Breakfast Club interview, Jonathan said there were plenty of times that he asked Meagan, "Are you sure you want to be with me? You know, I love you more than you can imagine, but this ship is going down." He says, "I'm Jack. You can let go of me and just go get it." And you know what she did, right? Meagan didn't let go. Jonathan said they weren't trying to make it known, but Meagan really lost opportunities. During that interview also, you could hear Charlamagne and Just Hilarious go, "Wow," because nobody knew it was that deep for Meagan. Jonathan continued to say, "We got uninvited to stuff, and Meagan got uninvited to stuff individually just because she showed how down she was with me. People knew if Meagan was coming, I was coming." Then Jonathan paused, and you could hear him sigh, trying to find the right words to say in that moment, indicating that that was probably a difficult season in their lives.
And we want to leave you with this 3rd reason why Jonathan Majors married Meagan Good. Maybe the most important one. He says she inspired his personal growth. Jonathan said he had to become a better man just to be worthy of her love and patience. That right there, that's the power of being loved by someone who sees not just who you are, but who you could be. He also talked about going to counseling and going back to church, not because it's a trend, but because that's where he finds his accountability. He knows that he can't go through the challenges by himself, that he needs a circle to speak godly wisdom to him, to keep him accountable as a married man, and Meagan Good as his wife does not and should not have to carry the burden of all that weight on her own. And to be honest, she can't anyway. But at least he has someone he can turn to that he considers to be a spiritual leader, and someone that will give him godly counsel and not worldly advice. Y'all, I'm just here to tell you it makes a difference.
That's good, babe. So before we wrap up this episode, I think we should give our listeners a bonus reason as to no wonder Jonathan Majors married Meagan Good. What do you think?
Sure. Sounds good to me, babe.
Okay. So y'all, this moment really intrigued me to even talk about Jonathan and Meagan. Like, I already feel like we heard their story and it is what it is. But it was in this moment when Jess Hilarious said to Jonathan Majors, I get the Coretta Scott King comment. And Jonathan's response, which he didn't defend it, he didn't over explain it, he just simply said, amen. And that amen hit different because so many of us didn't fully understand the depth of what he was trying to say when he made that comparison between Meagan Good and Coretta Scott King. But in that moment, he meant it. And Meagan Good wasn't just a girlfriend. She was a partner in purpose. And then Charlamagne chimes in and asks him something real. He said, what kind of work did you have to do to get a woman like Meagan Good? And Jonathan got honest. He admitted that he had a lot of emotional and social baggage that he hadn't dealt with. He said, I spent 11 years training to be an actor. I spent time training to be an athlete. That's what made me worthy of my success. So I had to ask myself, what do I have to do to be worthy of a woman like Meagan Good? Y'all, that statement right there was the icing on the cake for me, honey. I got all kind of flutters in my heart because think about it. Every day, men show up to work, to train. They're striving and trying to improve to be great in their careers. They put in the reps. They grow in their skill set. But what if they put in that same kind of effort into a relationship? Because truthfully, being a good partner isn't about just getting someone like Meagan Good. It's about becoming someone worthy of that kind of woman and staying that way through the entire relationship.
I agree, babe, and amen. So I am Breeze, and this is my lovely wife, Raven, and together we make up the R&B and the R&B podcast. This is episode number 8. Y'all, I am back, hopefully for a little while. I am grateful my wife, Rave, held it down for the both of us. So, yeah, babe.
Oh, thanks, babe. And you're welcome. It was hard work, but you were behind the scenes helping. So, I appreciate that. And I'm glad to have you back, honey. But y'all, we really appreciate you all for watching and listening to the R&B podcast. We definitely see the numbers and we thank you guys for just simply hitting the subscribe button and hitting that thumbs up button. Listen, just doing those things alone, we appreciate the love and support. Also, make sure you hit the bell so that you can receive your notifications. We do have a few new subscribers, so hey y'all, hey. And we want to make sure that you are getting your notifications when they go out. Also, usually when we upload a video, we usually do it as a premiere. So we are not live as far as the video, but we are live in the comments. And so if you can, just try to log on when we first upload the video here on YouTube. I understand that, me and Breeze are not consistent right now, but honey, we are working really hard to try to get a consistent schedule. We're just taking it one day at a time. Y'all, we started this podcast back in December, so some of it is still kind of new to us, but we are working diligently behind the scenes to get it done. And so if you can, just log on during that time when we set the video as a premiere, and therefore it gives us a chance to chat live with you in the comments, and you can get your questions answered in real time. But again, I am Raven, and this is my hubby Breeze, and together we make up the R&B podcast. If you have a topic that you would like for us to talk about, just email us. Y'all, the email is in the description box, or you can simply leave it in the comments. All right, thanks again for watching, and we'll talk to you later.